What's up, everybody? Welcome to number two. I'm excited to chat today. I've been thinking about all the different things that I want to bring through, and there's so much going on in the world. And I thought, well, that's probably the best topic. You think, what? I just said there's so much going on in the world, and that's the best topic. Well, let me tell you. The world is being inundated with so much information at such a rapid rate. And the average person's processing ability is so low that the only thing that they can actually register is how they feel. They're not actually registering any of the information and the implications of which. And within that, the only things that are registering are that which goes with or against their programs of their personalities they've taken on and their characters. And if it goes against it and it can generate a lot of negative energy, then that will be let in. Or if something will go with all of their programming and with all their characters, then it'll create a lot of positive energy and they'll go into that. Because let's be honest, everybody, we are addicted to energy. We are addicted to how we feel. We can't process that information, all of the information going on in the world. Thus, we filter out for what we get the most energy from, whether it's positive or negative. And that, my friends, is dangerous. That allows for a very highly controlled population. Where do we see this happening today? Great example. Everything leading up to, okay, mind you, there was a lot going on before Charlie Kirk got shot, right? And then he got shot. And guess what? Now they're rolling out lots of things right in front of our faces. And most people are cheering it on because of how they feel. They don't understand the implications of everything that's going on. What is this? Problem, reaction, solution. Have we seen this in the past? My friends, we've been seeing this for years. And the craziest thing is this all happened one day before another major event in history, which shortly after that rolled out another crazy amount of things that would definitely, if you totally understood, you would not be okay with. The amount of surveillance. I'm trying to be general because, to be honest, I don't know what all the things are that I can and cannot talk about without being... I literally ran into this in my last episode as well, where it was like, wait, what would I get deplatformed for? Which, you're looking at my account and you're like, but there's only 100 people. And I'm like, but I need to talk to those 100 people. So I'm like, I should look into that so I know what I can and cannot talk about next time. Because I'm like beating around the bush a little bit for you guys right now. All right. What am I drinking, you ask? That's a great question. Well, if it was my choice, it would be just coffee. You say, what do you mean, your choice? You're drinking it right now. Yes, we have a pour over, okay? And in this pour over, put a little filter, put your coffee grounds in. And my husband, Mitchell, if you don't know Mitchell, please go to the description, because I don't know how to do the button yet. So go to the description. I literally did the exact same thing on my last. Go check him out, okay? But he put a little bit of mate in our coffee grounds this morning, and he's very prone to adding tea to his coffee. And don't ask questions, okay? Just going with it. Anyways, back to the juice. So, yeah, operating from the starting point of getting the most energy. And the crazy part about that is that the average person genuinely believes that they're intelligent. I was one of them. I thought I knew what was going on in the world. Like, I thought I understood reality, or what I believed. But if you really are honest, what you understand is like a little bit of how you feel. That's about it. Look at the people running the world. Even they don't fully understand. You know why? Because they believe that the average person can't change. But look at everything they're doing. Even the global elite don't fully understand reality. But look how effective they are. And the average person thinks that they're intelligent. And I'm like, dude, you don't know anything. You're not. The average person is functionally illiterate in the United States. The United States of America. What does that mean? That means they could not pick up any book and just read it, comprehend it, understand it, and see the implications of it. They couldn't do it. Tell me, listener, how often do you read something, get done with a paragraph, or maybe get done with a page, and you're like, wait, what did I just read? Like, I gotta go back and reread that again. I have no idea what I just read. Listen, I've been there. And honestly, I'm being very candid here. With the right book, I would still be there. Okay? Am I actively working on my processing ability and expanding my vocabulary at a rapid rate with the best technology out there for it? Yes. Yes, I am. But I'm gonna be honest, like 5 years ago, it could have been damn near any book. And I'd get done and I'd be like, what did I just read? Like, gun to my head, I could not have told you what I read. And that's a scary place, where all the information coming in around you and you are not processing something that you are attempting to directly process. Do you know how much information is indirectly being impulsed? and you can't even comprehend the information you're purposefully attempting to get in? Guys, this is why we are highly controllable, highly emotional. Our processing ability has been squandered. I talked about this last time too, guys. Come on. Let's catch up here. Okay. The global processing ability sucks. The global vocabulary sucks. What does this mean? What are the implications of that? That means the people collectively are not able to actually understand reality and thus communicate effectively with each other, because they're not processing everything that's going on. And conflict, war, divorce, crime, drug abuse. I mean, think about it. All the disease in the world, in all the different shapes and forms of which, really come back to that. A lack of information processing and vocabulary. Oh, that's such a stretch, Jess. What do you mean? It's not that simple. Get out of town with that. I'm not here for feel-good coping mechanisms. I'm not here for temporary solutions. I'm not here to put a Band-Aid on reality. I'm here to rip the Band-Aid off, show you what's going on from what I'm discovering within my process. You need to come along with me. We all need to start facing reality for what it is and being honest about the situation internally and externally, okay? And the reality is, I've been working through my addiction to energy for 5 years now, and it's intense, okay? And your body has become adapted to being addicted to energy. So even in the process of breaking that addiction, physiologically, your body's used to a certain level of energy going on at any given time. Where is this energy? What is this energy you're talking about? Just, ooh. Okay. In a moment of reactivity within yourself, you feel the energy bubbling up inside you, wherever it's manifesting inside your body. If you're participating in a reaction of anger or rage, you know, you're like super pissed, this happened, you can just feel the energy inside of you. You can feel that. It's measurable, it's palpable, and it is coming from your own physical body. Think about it. It's energy being produced within inside yourself. It's not coming from anywhere else. Your body is mining itself to produce that energy, guys, which is causing issues. And you're continually abusing your physical body to produce this energy because you're addicted to it. You're addicted to feeling good. Well, what is the contrast of that? Negative. You you guys, we're literally sabotaging ourselves out of this addiction to energy. And we're not even willing to face the reality that we don't even know how to process information. We say we're visual learners this, visual learners that. I talked about this on my last podcast. Your body is super intelligent and it can process information in many ways, but you've been held back in life. You were not supported from a young age to sharply develop your processing ability and on all levels. And so you slowly but surely closed off processing all the information around you because you couldn't handle it all. And so now you're not even seeing reality for what it is because your full processing adapters are not there. They're not heightened. It's like any kind of atrophy in life. If it's not being used, it's being atrophied. And there's so much that we need to start becoming aware of, and so much that we need to process. And the more you do that, the more you realize we don't have time to not collectively start understanding what the heck is going on. If you have not been paying attention to AI and automation at all, and you don't understand the implications of all these data centers out there and the implications of AI chatbots and AI generated social media accounts and imagery and videos and deep fakes and all of this, it's like, if you don't understand what's going on with all of that, even if you're not even like paying attention, there's no way you could understand the implications of which you're not gonna see the relevance of all these things they're passing in politics right now. And even the politic rabbit hole, my friends. We talked about this briefly on our last podcast. Puppets, my friends. And they aren't even paying attention to the implications of their actions while they're in their positions. I'm just looking at the monitor because the boys are stirring. It's getting light out. Have you seen the shift? Because light coming in from there. Maybe would this help? No. Anyways. Money. If you got the money, you can buy out the politicians. If you can buy out the politicians, you can pass anything you need in order for your corporation to get bigger. And that's just like the surface level view of manipulating politics. Like, the more that I understand, the more that I'm exposing myself to the corruption that is politics, which is so funny because it's such a like official word that you like, it's like such, you can't question politics in general or the existence that of in the current systems that are in place. It's like this complicit approval of everything in place the way it is. It's like, this is the way that it has to be, because if it's anything else, then it's a dystopian, utopia situation. It's communism, it's socialism. Anything that's not the capitalistic society we live in right now is not good. So I have to agree with it. and I have to be okay with it, and I can't question it, and I just have to choose a side. Or I just go right down the middle and understand that nothing's ever going to happen because it just doesn't, because I'm not going to take the action to do so. Because independent parties don't have their green rooms in Congress. They don't get snacks and all the all the glitz and glam that come with being on one side or the other. So the sandwich bars and all the incentives and connections that come with being on one side or the other. So yeah, if you don't know about that, if you don't know about anything about politics, there's a couple. I'm not going to start linking other people's podcasts, actually. The only podcast I'm going to link is the Self-Perfected podcast, and I'll put that in the description below. You should watch that. It's so good. It's really good. Like, if you want to go into detail about the events going on in the world and the new developments and how that relates to the average person and everything, like, that podcast is so good. You gotta go watch it. I'm over here because I can't not share. Like, there's gonna be somebody who will find me and realize, like, something through the words that I'm saying. And ultimately, you guys, there's this thing that I use to help me rapidly sharpen my processing ability and improve my vocabulary so that I can understand reality better and navigate reality better and understand common sense solutions and just become a better overall human being. And it's amazing. And I use it to support my kids with their education, and my not even 3-year-old is already reading. He knows his uppercase and lowercase letters. He knows 1 through 10. He's on the path to becoming a genius, and my 1-year-old will do the same. But I was saying this would happen before I even had kids, because I was already using this tool, and I understand how amazing it is through seeing not only other people's results with their kids and themselves as adults, but the results that I've gotten have been profound since the very beginning of using this tool. And because of that, I see clearly that more people need this tool, because we all need to become highly effective and be able to process information. And I'm still early in my journey of sharpening those things, because I had 20 plus years of the programming that I had and was not effectively supported from a young age to develop and sharpen and retain processing ability and focus and common sense and all of these things. And the thing is, nobody is being supported to do so. There's some situations like elite people, they know how to harness that a little more. But like I started this with, it's a rarity, my friends. So much so, we need more intelligent people. And I have a tool that I know can help you. And I'm like, more people. become highly intelligent with me, alongside me, but let's do it grounded in principles. Principles that are like, let's give as you want to receive. Let's take self-responsibility. Let's consider all life when making decisions. If we can all become highly intelligent, grounded in those kind of principles, we can make dramatic change in the world. We can live by example and find the other people that are questioning this reality and really wanting to do more with their lives. Understanding you have this one life. You have this one life right here, right now. This reality. This is what we are 100% certain about. Don't squander it. Don't live for the highs and lows. Live for the real, palpable change, measurable change that you can make in reality. And do that every single day. Support yourself to have vision. There's so much we're going to go through in this podcast. And I know it's still a 30-minute episode that's really just speaking on generalities. But I know I need to gradually bring you guys into this. Because if I could just go right into the deep end right away, which I have been. I've been dunking you a little bit here and there. I know. It's okay. It's going to be okay. It would be too much, like I said, to understand, because we're not all processing very much information right now. So I'm getting our feet wet, okay? And we're gonna talk about so many things, and I'm gonna share so many things, and I'm really excited. But let's just start coming to a general collective agreement about how messed up reality is right now, and that the common sense, simple solution would be for all of us to sharpen our processing ability so that we can actually take in more of what's happening around us to come up with solutions grounded in principles of considering all life equally. You can come from anywhere, any background, any beliefs, and you can agree with that. Let's come up with solutions for the fact that basic needs are not being met in the world. Do you know how much resources and time and focus is being put on anything but basic needs of people? Why are we not prioritizing that? Because it's not profitable. But why are we prioritizing profit? Like, the entire system needs to be questioned. All of your beliefs need to be questioned. All of your understanding of reality needs to be questioned. But how are you supposed to question anything if you don't have the ability to process information? And I wish I could fully relay to you the extent of information you're not processing. But you're gonna have to go on your own journey. I cannot take responsibility for you. I can only take responsibility for myself, my kids, my family, my property, and live by example and show you what it looks like to be someone who had a very low processing ability, just like the average person, just like almost every single person on the earth has a very low processing ability. You think, oh, I have a higher processing ability. I'm fine. Guys, start questioning. Start questioning. Stop being naive. If all of you have such a high processing ability, then why does the world still suck? Exactly. So anyways, I'm showing you what it looks like so that we can all do it. And I'm going to share more. I'm sharing now and I'm going to share more. I have to. It's the reality of it. It's the only way that people can start to see things, is we have to share. So I'm pretty present on Instagram and on Facebook as well. I can put those links in the description below. I'll put the links for my husband's YouTube, Mitchell, his social media content. I'll put the Self-Perfected podcast below. I'll put my social media below. Like, we have real solutions. Not just Band-Aid solutions. Not exploiting other people for profit. Genuinely, 100% starting point is creating a better world through supporting people to have a higher processing ability, to be highly educated, to process information rapidly, to make dramatic changes in their life. Because that's what we need. In order to see real change in the world, we need individuals to be making dramatic changes in their life. And that's our starting point. How about we end child slavery, abuse, and poverty through education? Okay? Let's educate everyone, right? But let's educate the average person. Let's support them to educate their kids super effectively. Okay? Then we can come up with real solutions for the real problems that are happening in the world. So don't be naive. And let's do it together. And I'll be posting more of what we're doing on our property, creating an awesome paradise here where life can thrive on all levels, starting with the soil all the way through to us who live here and those that we bring on our property. I mean, it's amazing already, the developments we've seen. So I'll share about that. I'll share about the Self-Perfected community that we've been growing now since 2020 and how amazing that is. And we do global events every year. Our next one is a cruise in the Bahamas next April. It's going to be amazing. Our last one was in Miami Ritz-Carlton. The one before that was in San Diego. So we have these amazing global events, right? But then we also do weekly Zoom calls where we all hop on and we discuss cutting edge self-development and talk about the realities of this world. We all come together grounded in principle from all different backgrounds, from all over the world, knowing that we need to change ourselves because we need to change the world. It's amazing. And yeah, this is all I need to share now because we're past 30 minutes. So I think I'll try and keep these episodes to 30 minutes because sometimes when things get a little long, you're like, meh, trying to hear all this. And like I said, dealing with meeting people where they're at. So thanks for hopping on. I look forward to doing this more and more. And we'll see you soon.